Hey bro, what's up? You look super bored.
Man, I've just been really depressed since COVID hit. There's no shows, I don't have money, I can't buy fucking albums, like, it's just dreadful.
Aw man, I know. Well, have you ever heard of audio cassettes? Dude, they're super gnarly. Check them out.
Nah man, this is some outdated fucking bullshit, man. What are we in the Stone Ages or something?
Nonsense, bro. Let me show you. Aren't you tired of your CDs lasting forever, and don't you want something that's finite and it's gonna break in a few years? Get an audio cassette, man. The tape is gonna wear out and you won't be able to listen to it ever again.
Jesus Christ, man, I thought my life was depressing.
And what about skipping tracks, man? Don't you hate doing it really easily on a CD where you can just press a fucking button? I mean, that's stupid, right? Don't you want to hold down the forward thing until you...
I use Spotify.
Alright, bro, well, I gotta say, I think audio tapes are clearly for you, man.
Alright, I guess if the music is good, it doesn't really matter what format it's on, right?
Oh, okay, thank God. Look, bro, I'll be honest, audio tapes are like the next step from like banging sticks and rocks together, but I have this big stack of them and I don't fucking want them. You can have them, okay? Okay? Just peace out.
For fuck's sakes. Alright. Alright, I guess we have some tapes to review now. Perfect. My day was going great so far anyway. What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Angelus Mortem Productions, Remete guy with shitty taste and way too much time once again. We are here at the music listening station because we have some collection updates to talk about today. Yes, I am discussing my cassette collection. Before we get into all the tapes that I happen to own, I just want to say the music you're listening to in the background is Windsor's very own Antioch with Land for No Kings, and that is this album right here. Fantastic classic heavy metal stuff, really good. So yeah, tapes, they're not really something that I actually go out of my way to collect. Usually when I get a cassette tape, it's because it's the only way I can buy the music from the band physically, it's all they have out, or maybe I support the fuck out of the band or the label and I just want to buy everything that they have, including the tape, even if I won't really listen to it. I mean, I'm more of a CD person, I got my vinyls too. Tapes aren't just really something that I really look for myself, but I do happen to have a few. Alright, I guess we're just gonna start from the very top. First of all, we have Aeon of Disease with Veil of Oblivion. I have talked about this album extensively on my Neckbreaker Records video part 1. If you want to go check that out and see my review of this album, you can. But this is the German, old school, kind of melodic death metal band Aeon of Disease. First album, Veil of Oblivion, fantastic record. This was a tape limited to 50 copies. I have number 20. And as you can see, it's red there, so pretty cool stuff. Then we have a really awesome fucking thrash band, Pizza Thrash, bro. It's all about that pizza thrash. Pizza! This is Axeslasher with Anthology of Terror Volume 1, and there's just a lot to talk about here. First of all, the music on this thing is fantastic. This is some really groovy, brutal ass thrash metal. The rawness of the fact that it's a tape, you know, also adds to that. Red tape right there, and then if you actually pull out the booklet, you can check out a comic book. There's a comic book there. Yeah, this is a really cool band. They do have more, so I'm gonna link their Bandcamp in the description just because I really think you guys should check out Axeslasher if you get the chance. I do pop this in every once in a while. Then we have an old school demo from one of my favorite bands out of Italy in the brutal death metal scene in general. This is Blasphemer with their 2005 demo. This was included as a bonus with their second album, Ritual Theophagy. It came with like a shirt and stuff, and I had this demo along with it, and oh my god, it's so brutal. I mean, like, this is raw, early Blasphemer, you know what I mean? Like, this is before they really started. This is before, like, the first album or anything. This shit is in-fucking-credible. If you can pick this up somewhere, I'd highly recommend it. Okay, guys. It's time to get sad. Oh, shit. If you guys follow any kind of depressive black metal, depressive suicidal black metal, you've definitely come across a label known as Depressive Illusions Records, which is a label that pretty much presses any basement underground DSBM project under the sun. They do have some standouts. I do like some releases from the label, and this is one of them. This is Desolate Soul with Disenheartment. This is pretty much as lo-fi as it gets. You have this like fucking, I mean, look at that tape. That's just great. And the best part here is that the song titles or anything, this is the whole booklet. Like, that's it. So I had to write down the tracks. So we have A Dream in Which I Died, which is probably my favorite song off of the album. But yeah, it's just a very nice melancholic DSBM thing. Okay, moving forward, one of the most devastating bands in the extreme metal underground. These guys are absolutely insane and very well known for their punishing, suffocating, and very original sound. I am talking about Hell. It's like drone metal, but there's some sludge and a lot of just dark atmospheres and crazy soundscapes. I mean, like, this is a very experimental band, but the atmosphere is always consistent, and this is a serious must-have. They're also very well known for these really cool artworks that they make. So yeah, I'm obsessed with them. And we have a fantastic black metal release from Greece. This is a band, Human Serpent, and this is their actually latest output, The Vacuity. It's a 2-track EP. I'm just gonna say right off the bat, not a fan of the whole packaging situation that we have going on here. Why couldn't they just package it normal? Human Serpent is a very big standout for me, I think. If I think Greek black metal, I'm gonna think of them right away. Very melodic and brutal sounding, but their atmosphere is impeccably good, and that band has just tons of dark energy going around, so love them to death. Then we have Inculcator with Void Abecedary. This is a very strange release. It's like if you combined old school Sepultura, like death thrash, and then mixed it with like some kind of weird spacey abrasive production. Everything about this is about like space and death and the void, pretty much. And I'm not really sure what to think about it. It's very well composed, but it's so raw sometimes. You really have to get into the groove of the production to actually appreciate this. But once you get past that, I think this is a really good tape, and this is actually the first tape I ever purchased. It has since came out on CD, so, you know, I missed my chance on that. Also, I gotta fucking love this amazing, like, tagline here. Hold on, fucker left his glasses. Reclaim the iniquity of the riff. Unleash the chaos of the solo in worship of Lucifer. Alright, these I'm just going to blitz through really quickly because it's stuff that we've already talked about once again. So I already mentioned the Japanese splatter edition of Inert's Obliteration of the Self. Yes, real pig's blood, that smells like shit. And then we also have Vermin by Inert, and that is, of course, that. And we have a really cool release from Redefining Darkness Records, which is definitely a label that I need to talk about at some point because they have a lot of crazy ass good bands on their roster. But one of the things that they put out was a compilation from a band known as Funeral Hearse, and this is it, The Fist, The Spit, and The Sword, and the other one is titled Heralding the Death Winds. So yeah, that is this release right here, pretty much. I just took out the booklet because it's two-sided. So that's Heralding the Death Winds, and that is Spit, the Fist, and the Sword. Pretty much some really fucking crushing black metal mixed with a little bit of death metal. It's really raw in its own right, and yeah, I just love the fuck out of it. Then moving forward, we have a really cool split out of two grindcore bands, Reeking Cross and Escuela Grind, on their I think this is 2018, yeah, 2018 split. This is really crazy ass shit. Both bands are raw to the fucking bone and will pummel your fucking face off. Escuela Grind actually came down to Windsor, I remember, and they put on a crazy ass show. It was really cool to meet those guys, and they're killing it. They actually released an album not long ago, so I just love them to death. Reeking Cross I'm not as familiar with, but they do a great job on the split, and I really like it. The next tape on our list is straight out of Poland, and it has a very classic second wave black metal sound, and I'm talking about Pien with Łysa Polana, and that is this demo, I think it is over here. Yeah, it's a pretty standard sort of second wave style black metal, like I said, very creepy, very paganistic. The atmosphere on it is very good. I like how rusty the drums and the guitars are, and just everything comes together nicely. This isn't like a super fast black metal project. They kind of take their time, and it does have a nice atmosphere to it, so if you can pick this up still, I would recommend Pien from Poland. Polska kurwa, ja pierdolę. Dobry ten black metal, nie? Kurwa. Then we have a release out of Australia, and this is actually a label started by one man known as D. I don't know what his actual name is. because he is the guy that runs Woods of Desolation. And if you know that band, they're a really cool atmospheric black metal project. So D decided to create a label called Coldways, and he released a few of his own side projects on there. Now it's evolved and there's all kinds of stuff on Coldways that you can get. I would very recommend to check that out. Maybe I'll do a review of it or something, I'm not really sure, but either way, it's a really cool black metal label. And he has one side project, well, two I'm gonna show in this video, but one of them is Remete, and this is their demo, Forgotten Aura, and that is this. Very raw and atmospheric. It has a very depressing, kind of like chilling vibe. I looked at this and I thought it was going to be extremely peaceful and like sort of blissful sounding black metal, but it's not quite the case. I would say it's with this other project that we're going to see. But yeah, Remete is really cool, and they have since released an album, so you can check that out too. Next up, we have a $2 tape out of Dr. Disc Records. This is Slaughter with Stick It Back to Ya, or Stick It to Ya? I don't even know. I haven't actually listened to this, so I don't know what this is. Then we have two tapes that you pretty much have to get hand in hand, I think. This is from a label known as Gorehouse Productions. Fantastic, brutal death metal, slam, some grindcore, like just great fucking label. So they have this band on their Thanatology. These guys are South American, I believe, and they have these two releases on tape. First of all, we have their 2006 demo, Grind Metallico Forense, and that is that release right there with a yellow tape. And then we also have La Clinica de la Grotesco from 2007, which is their other EP, and that is on a blue tape. So the deal with Thanatology is that they're a very unique band in a sense. They have the whole like medical gore kind of thing going on. You would think it's a gore grind band, and you'd kind of be right, but they have more of a death grind sound in the instrumentation. The vocals though are very much gore grindy, so it's just a mixture of a lot of things. Overall, their sound comes off as extremely brutal and fast with no breaks whatsoever. It's got some really good interludes in there as well, and just makes for a fantastic listen. And I think La Clinica de la Grotesco is better than the first one, but still pretty good. All right, y'all, we only got two left. This is a tape from Uncle Ray, as well as a band known as Arante, which I'm not too familiar with, that's why I had to take a second. But yeah, Uncle Ray came down to Windsor along with the Escuela Grind show, and I checked them out there. Fantastic group, like once again, I really fucking love the energy those guys put in. The vocalist especially, she was like in the crowd and shit, like pushing people and moshing while doing vocals, like, I don't know, she was pretty nuts. But yeah, we have this tape here, it's a nice little baby blue color, and yeah, just devastating power violence, grindcore, just crazy fucking stuff. And last but not least, we also have another release from Coldways, and this is from the project called Unfelled, Beneath Distant Skies, this is called. This is another side project of D. Yeah, this one is a bit more melancholic. It's actually what I was expecting from the Remete release, but I got it on this one instead. I do prefer this as well, just kind of more of like a chill out sort of album. But yeah, it's really nice. I like it a lot. And that concludes today's video. That is all the tapes that I happen to own in my collection. Support bands and stay fans. Till next week. I use Spotify.